There's something really cool about spending a night in a snow-filled woods, but there's something almost primal. There's an excitement that I cannot explain to you about making your own shelter out of snow. I've constructed snow caves or snow slips. When I'm out there, this takes a lot of work and a lot of time. So I want to show you a tool that takes all the work out of constructing a snow shelter. It's called the Icebox Igloo Maker by Grand Shelters. I'll leave a link down below so you can check it out on their website. You know, I really don't do reviews. I just kind of show stuff that works for me or works in my life. And the Icebox Igloo Maker by Grand Shelters is a great tool. It gives me a lot of different options. It gives me really a cool option for camping in the wintertime. It's self-contained, comes in less than a 5-pound pack that can be lashed to the back of your backpack for getting out to the woods. You put your two sides up. Put that on. Put that on. Put your toggle in, or your guillotine, I mean. And that's pretty much how it sets up for the mold. It goes in the back, and then you have your different size rods depending on the size of the igloo that you want to put
There's
together.
the mold assembled and the pole assembly set up for an 8-footer, which is currently what I'm sitting in right now, and that's what the video is going to be about. I made this with my children as a project over the weekend. This is a permanent seasonal shelter that they'll use all through the winter with their friends or sleepovers, and just a hut to play in and out of. But it's definitely an adult tool that you can use to go into the woods and really make a cool shelter. It's an awesome way to spend the night in the woods. So check out the video. I'm going to use my snowshoes to tramp down an 8-foot diameter area just to pack the snow down, and we'll leave 2 or 3 feet on the edge of that 8-foot diameter, since I'm making an 8-foot igloo, just to have a working space. Open? Not help. That's not help. Fighting me, not helping. Alright. Set this up. Okay, once I get that in place, I start on, it's pretty easy, you start on number 1, and you progress to 2, 3, 4, you know, and up to 8 for an 8-footer. Okay, the first layer is done. And given the first layer is probably the most difficult, it's best to like push snow up against it with your shovel or boots. And even before you begin the second layer, like I'm about to right here, it's best to you know, let it sit for a while and just set, because the snow will get stronger. Then we'll change the position of our pole to 2, and we'll start the second layer in here in just a minute. Okay, I've employed some help. My daughter is shoveling snow. It really works best with 2 people. As my daughter shovels snow, I pack down. First you pull up your guillotine and then the toggle, and that kind of loosens it up. And then you just slide it over and put your guillotine back down, and then you can start your new brick. I had to show this. Bare arms, snow. Bare arms, snow.
Really?
That's a Minnesota girl.
This not only can be used for camping, but it makes the ultimate ice fishing shack on the lake.
Okay, we're going to stop right there because it's supper time. Dog likes it. Oh! Yankee just caved in our last breath. Not nice. We're starting to build a shelf along the side here. Hope you can see that. That way we can step up, and that'll also, be a place to sit down outside the igloo itself and cook or, put equipment on. But this is what we've got at the end. You take the top panel off, just leave the side panel, and you start to put snow in there like that, and then pack it all around. We're starting to close up the top of the igloo. In the end, you take all the brackets off the rig and just use it as a platform, so you can pile snow up on top of it and finish off the roof. That's what we're doing right now. That's what it looks like from the inside. It's almost done. There's the finished product. Working with my kids, taking breaks for hot cocoa, all kinds of other snacks. It probably took us a little over 3 hours. 2 full-grown men making this could probably do it in less than 2 hours. The video claims that a couple guys could do this in about an hour, if they're really good. I was in no rush, but it's really a cool deal. It gives you a lot of different options, and I think I want to make some of those points before I end this video. Let's go inside. There's the icebox igloo maker, and here's the igloo that it made. We've already kind of roughed the beds in. This would easily hold 2 full-grown men and most of their gear on a winter camping trip. Maybe 2 full-grown men and a dog, actually, and some gear. This has a lot of advantages, and the biggest advantage is probably it takes away so much exposure to the elements when you're winter camping. Typically a tent will be 10 degrees, maybe 5 degrees warmer if you're not hot tenting it when you're winter camping. This will always be about freezing, 32 to 35 degrees. Just a couple candles or a couple human bodies will make a big difference. No matter what the temperature is outside, an igloo will maintain that heat. The other great thing about the igloo is the total silence. I don't care what the windstorm is outside or what's lashing or blowing. Igloos are incredibly insulated from sound. I mean, for some people that aren't used to total silence, this may be a roaring deafness. It could frighten them. It's incredibly insulated from sound, so you sleep like a baby. Even right now, I'm just enjoying sitting here. The other advantages is weight. Tents, winter tents especially, tend to be on the heavy side. This is just a few pounds. It's very easy to carry. It won't rip, and it all packs into kind of like a single rectangle that you can lash on the back of your backpack. You have to bring a couple shovels. I want to make note of that too. These are really nice, but it doesn't allow you to throw a lot of snow into the mold. It's nicer to have a larger shovel. Obviously that's a problem, for packing. But if you buy these, which you can get at Fleet and Farm, they're made of aluminum. They're super light, and you don't have to take the handle with you. When you get there, you can just take down a dead sapling or a dead pine or cedar even, and make your own handle. It'd be nice even to have a longer one than this so you can throw the snow up on top. So you only take this in. This is maybe, I want to say this is less than 2 pounds. I guess the other upside, or you could look at it as a downside, your tent you can have up in, 10 minutes? This takes a couple hours with a couple guys. But this is much more permanent. In fact, this will be the last thing that disappears out of my yard in the spring. And that's what's really nice about it. If two guys wanted to hike in the beginning of winter, you know, way back in the bush and put this up, it's going to be here for them the next time they come in. So there's a tremendous amount of advantages to having something this permanent that you can keep coming back to. I don't want to say one's better than the other, because, hi buddy. I don't want to say one's better, the tent. I just think the best way to look at this is that each of them have their own mission. And it depends on, you know, what you want to do, you know, with it. Hey big guy, you're fogging up my camera here. You like it, don't you? Anyway, different mission, gives you different options, but you know, you go back in your favorite spot in the bush, and you want to do some hunting or just wilderness camping back there, you put one of these up in the beginning of the year, and you got it for the rest of the year. You got a nice, warm, sheltered place to come back to. I'll talk to you guys later. This Reflectix, they make pretty nice seats. It's a great camping material. You always put a little hole just for a little ventilation. This is awesome.